Hello, and welcome to MVP TV, where we discuss meaning, values, and purpose at work. I'm your host, Becky Davis, and welcome to episode number 2. Well, the title of today's subject is Amateur versus Pro. Amateur versus professionals. What is the difference between an amateur and a professional? And I'm not talking salary. We definitely know that is a difference. But what's the difference between being an amateur worker and a professional worker? There is a distinct difference between the two. Did you know that only 1% of NCAA college players make it to the pros? Only 1%. What is it that 1% is doing that the other percentage struggle with? Well, I want to share with you how you can move from amateur to pro in whatever profession that you're working in. And I'm only going to share with you tip number 1. There are 3 of them, but I'll share with you number 1. The other 2 will come in the other episodes. So P in pro is for procrastination. Professionals push procrastination. Procrastination is putting off actions that you should be doing today. That's all procrastination is. Well, we tend to put off a lot of those things, but not professionals. They realize that there has to be some action involved to get to pro status. So putting those things off will cripple you, and it'll keep you at amateur status. Amateurs at work, they are disengaged, they're disconnected, dissatisfied, disgruntled. There's so many that they feel that it keeps them at amateur status. Well, professionals dis. If you get what I'm meaning, they get past DIS, the disengagement, because they realize they have to be engaged, they have to be connected, they have to move themselves to the next level as a pro. So that requires actions. All of us have ideas and thoughts and good intentions, things that we're going to do, things that we write down. I want to make sure I do this. You have lists, you have creative ideas, you have all these thoughts that are great steps, and they're very good intentions. Well, let me share something with you that hopefully is a nugget to you. Procrastination is the grave where good intentions are buried. Procrastination is the grave where good intentions are buried. So good intentions mean nothing if you do nothing about them. You have to do something. When I think about, hey, I want to send a card to someone that I know just recovered or just got out of the hospital, that's a good intention. If I never send the card, never follow through on the action, it means nothing. It changes nothing. So you have to take some steps. Well, let me share with you what the solution is. The solution is connectricity. It is exactly what it sounds like, connect and electricity. Well, when you connect the meaning of what you do to the significance that it gives to the world, that's connectricity. It's like taking the cord of meaning and it's like taking the socket of purpose and connecting those two things together. When you do that, that is power. That power gives you connectricity, and that becomes your solution to procrastination. Let me give you something that you need to do, what your actions are. You need to read it, write it, believe it, and then feel it. Let me tell you what you need to do. You need to write down the meaning behind what you do, and you also need to connect that to the purpose that it serves in the world. Once you write that down, I want you to create your meaning statement from what you wrote down, and I want you to read your meaning statement every day until you start to believe that that is the meaning behind what you do at work every day. The more you read it, then you'll start to feel it. That becomes connectricity, and it changes your work environment. It will remove you from disengaged, disgruntled, disconnected. It'll move all the dis away. That's what pros do. That's your first step to move you from amateur to pro. My name is Becky Davis, and remember what Becky stands for. Being engaged at work, committed at heart, knowing the purpose of you. I'll see you next time. Bye.